somewhat undesirable automobile. Y'all ready for some breakneck fucking speeds and shit? Probably not. Alrighty. We're gonna be off in the everyday turd runner. Let's go get some stinko-rettes. Oh boy. I was going to strap the camera out there to the end of the hood, but I was afraid it'd fall off, so. So we can scare some cows. Ignoring us. This thing's just stinky, loud and obnoxious, and yeah, it just stinks. My friend agrees. Yes, it stinks. Maybe some deer out. The burnout I did the other day, and gravel's still sticking to that tire back there. Ran over a little bit of stuff. The tire just throws up my wheel. I can hear it hitting in there. Kind of melty. These winter treads don't smell the same. Core proportions. The early 2000s cop car type of performance. Lazy suspension. Kind of. Well, this is the Mercury, so it's the old people going to bingo night suspension. Maybe hitting a Tuesday night service at the church. Grandpa going to McDonald's to drink coffee with his pals. Something like that. And you can turn the overdrive off if you want to, but I think we're just going to go ahead and leave that overdrive on. Let you hear the drone. Let you hear the drone inside. It does. It's got a nasty drone with these glass packs on it. So they're running 2 1/4-inch tailpipe from the converters. And then after I got in close to the drive shaft with it, I put a set of 3-inch on it. Just necked it right up to 3-inch. And then did the 3-inch glass packs. And that's how we got this obnoxious sound. All these Tritons, these 4.6 liters, they all sound identical because it was all built by machines. have vehicles, engines that are built by machines, they are precise, and one is exactly like the last one. So that's why when they have massive recalls on these fucking cars, it's because they're all built exactly the same, down to the fucking absolute tiniest speck. They all fit together the same. Hell, they even weld the fucking door hinges to the goddamn body on these son of bitches. You can adjust the door, but if you get a bad bushing, you gotta take the door off and then repair the hinge as it's on the car. Put a bushing in the hinge. Then you put the door back on. You can, like I said, adjust the door, but that's even like with the wheel alignment on these cars. All you can do is adjust the toe in and toe out on them. That's it. Caster and camber can't be adjusted on the front end of this car because it just doesn't have those adjustments preset from the factory, and that's how it is. And if it gets off, if camber and caster come undone, you got to replace the fucking suspension up front because you can't adjust it. That's what makes older cars so great, because you can adjust caster, camber, and toe. These motherfuckers, you can only adjust the toe in and out. That's it. Did you guess that we're coming back to the fucking pilot? To the pilot. I'm just going to go ahead and park at a gas pump because I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck who knows. We're going to go ahead and pause this shit. It's still... Just hoping to see some boobies tonight. That woman coming out there doesn't have bad boobies. Not bad. Not terrible. Not something I would leave another woman for, but they have a BMW. On their oversized load. Jesus Christ, you can't even drive. People are stupid. People are stupid. Dun, 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 dun. People are stupid. Huh, ain't a bad looking Chev over there. Gas end sticking up in the air. Like that rake. Oh, fuck me. big performer. But it is, however, a cult magnet. Because apparently all these druggies use these cars to transport their drugs now. These great big Fords. Yeah. So, yeah. I got pulled over one night down in Cumberland. I was working second shift down there for a short time at Hunter Douglas, which is going to be leaving here at the end of the month. Anyway, I come home. While I was on my way home, stopped at Sheets, got some gas. I pulled out, following the speed limit the whole fucking way. Got on the interstate, heading west. Was almost out of the Cumberland Police Department's jurisdiction. One pulled me over. So got off at the next exit. Big, nice, wide spot, and I got off there. Because I like to try to be courteous to police as much as possible. And I don't want to endanger their lives because cops get killed on the interstate. So many each year get killed on the interstate because people don't pull off the road far enough. They try to conduct what they're going to do, and they get hit by other vehicles coming down the road, or people aren't paying attention and swerve off the road and hit troopers and kill them. It happens. So I thought I'd be a nice guy and get off the road as far as I could for this Cumberland police officer. He was a youngster. He'd come up, wanted my license registration. Said I was speeding. Speed limit's 55 up through there. And I'm not a betting man, but I can tell you I wasn't even going 55 because I knew there was a cop behind me. I saw him pull out behind me. He come off of Virginia Avenue and pulled up, followed me. As soon as I decided to just go, after I passed that 55 mile an hour sign, I got on it a little bit and he pulled me over. So next thing I know, I'm sitting there waiting for him to run my fucking my ID and all that shit. Next thing I know, 5 other fucking Cumberland cops show up. It's this big fat African American girl. She asked me where I was coming from, and I told her I was coming from work. I said, Hunter Douglas, second shift. Oh, they're not open this late. I said, what do you think second shift means? It means second fucking shift. I said, it starts at 3 o'clock. It ends at 1 o'clock a.m. Oh, well, I didn't know there was a second shift. Bullshit. You did know. And I asked her, I said, because she was a big old fat girl. I asked her, I said, isn't there a requirement, I said, for you to pass to be a police officer? That fired her the fuck up right there. Then I seen flashlights shining in my windows in the back. The car was clean. It's fucking dirtier than hell in here right now. But it was all clean, and the only thing I had in the car was a toolbox in the trunk because, you know, if you own a Ford, you got to keep tools with you because you're going to end up working along the fucking road somewhere. So I asked the officers if there was something I could help find, and they said, no, we're good. So then the cop that pulled me over to start with comes back up to the window and goes, wait a minute, mister, we have a problem. I was like, oh, fuck. What for other garlets did you get me fucking mixed up with now? Because that tends to happen because they don't look at my middle name. Because I have a lot of relatives with the same goddamn name. Plus my father. He's got the same name. We just all have different names. My middle name's Michael. My dad's middle name's Forrest. So, I was thinking, oh, it's mistaken identity here. And I thought, well, my dad's driving record's pretty clean. So, this guy says, your description of your car isn't matching the VIN number that I have here. It says this car is a Mercury on the registration. And I said, that's because it is. It's a Mercury. And he says, oh, but it's got Ford symbols on it. I said, I got them fucking things off eBay. I said, I changed the goddamn emblems out. And I painted the car. Oh. Oh, yeah? I said, yes. I said, why would I? I said, look right here on the dash. Just look right in here. I said, flash your light in here. And he did. And I said, what does that say? Right there. I said, that says Grand Marquis. Does it not? And he goes, yeah. I said, why would I put Grand Marquis interior in a fucking Ford Crown Victoria? There. But yeah, he looked at it. Looked at the VIN in the windshield because I had to point out that where it was. And he's like, oh, I see. All right, well, you're free to go. Where you headed? I was like, I'm going to fuck home. Thanks. Thanks for making me late getting home. It's already late enough. Those guys were dicks. Dumbasses. Stupid cops. God, they're stupid. Oh yeah. Well, everybody, I would say you probably didn't enjoy that at all. Behold, the Daily Turd. The Daily Turd Machine. Your rust graphics on there may lead up to a little bit of weight reduction, maybe. I do. It does. Say hello to Grandma. Hasn't moved in a while. Yes. And my failure wheels. What the hell was that, huh? Thought it was a dog turd I stepped on. I really don't know why I made a video of that. I'm just bored. This guy here died of boredom in here already. Yes. Well, I am quickly approaching a large amount of subscribers here. I may be at 500 subscribers before I know it. But yeah, maybe I might have 400 subscribers. I need to trim my shit down. It's getting kind of British looking, isn't it? I don't have the chops for it. But anyhow, got a message from Uncle Big Block. He's got a 55 Chevy at his house. It's not his. He's doing some work on it for a feller. And I might do a video on it. It depends on him. I'm not going to push the subject. He said something about it. He sent me a text. He said something about it. So we're going to see what happens. Because I never did a 400 subscriber special yet that I was going to do. And I promised you guys something awesome, something something cool. Either the break-in of a 454 or this 55 Chevy. This 55 Chevy is very nice. It has a wicked paint job on it. It is quite amazing, but I don't want to get your hopes up because he may not want me to shoot it. He might want me to shoot it. I don't know. It's really up to him. The ball's in his court. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe that'll turn up. You never know. But that's for my shitty Monday adventure. Fucking Mondays. I hate Mondays. Mondays fucking suck. I hate them. At least it's almost over. Ah, man, itchy ears. But anyhow, everybody. I'm trying to think if there's any car shows this weekend coming. Any of them big enough to fuck with. Like I said before, I don't like to go to too many because you run onto the same fucking cars over and over. And nobody wants to see a car show video in different locations of the same vehicles over and over. Nobody wants to see that shit. And maybe I actually missed another one. There was 3 Saturday. That were close to me. There was one at Frostburg Freeze down here, the one I went to. There was one at the American Legion up in Grantsville. I believe it was a washout. I don't think that hardly anybody showed up to that one. I did drive up there. When I got there, there was nobody there. So I either missed it or it just didn't happen. And there was one at the Chat and Chew out there close to Kaiser, West Virginia. It's just like right on the West Virginia line almost. I've went to cruise-ins there years and years ago, and apparently the place is still owned by the same folks that have always owned it, and they have put on cruise-ins there since I can remember. I had some old-timers tell me that there were cruises there when they was young. They took their cars there and ripped and tore them. It's a pretty good stretch of road in front of that place, but the cops like to lay there because they know when the cruise-ins are. So they lay there to try and run one up your old cake hole with some tickets. Out there spinning the tires, performing, they pull you over. Say, damn you, you cocksucker, stop spinning your tires, even though you paid for them. But anyhow, I can sit here and talk to you till I'm blue in the face about all the times I was pulled over. Because at one time I had 8 points on my license. I almost lost them. Because I'm stupid. And it was all on like back roads and shit. I used to work at a place called Mount Storm in West Virginia. I ran a sweeper truck up there for a short time. And it took me about an hour to get there. You know, kind of like the difference between that place and Morgantown, West Virginia. Well, there ain't no difference in the fucking roads, I can tell you that, because they all suck. But it's more straight line over there to Morgantown than what it is to Mount Storm. Mount Storm's a lot of back road travel. And it's a lot of deer. Yeah. It's a lot of deer jumping across the road shit. I actually hit a deer up there with the street sweeper once. Anyway, I got most of my tickets going to that place. I got pulled over twice over in the Morgantown area because, well, speeding. I was being negligent. Speeding, trying to get the fuck home. Well, one morning I was trying to get to work and I blasted past two sheriff cars. They were sitting in the median. No lights on. I don't know what the rules are in West Virginia for that shit. Apparently they can sit there in the dark, no fucking lights on. I saw I saw their shields on their doors as I blew past them going 90. And yeah, they pulled me over. But it was a rookie. It was a rookie that wrote me the ticket. Didn't even get my tag number right. How do you do that? How the fuck do you fuck that up? Had the wrong tag number wrote in the ticket. 1. Number 2, the color of the car was wrong. He wrote down. Number 3, he said it was an Oldsmobile. Fucking idiot. God damn. I just told you, cops are stupid. Not all of them, but you know. And then he forgot to turn the ticket in, because in West Virginia, when you get pulled over, whatever county you get pulled over in is the county you have to call their courthouse. And you have to find out how much you owe them for the offense. Because if you don't call and try to pay, they set up a court date. There's a court date already for you. Until you pay it, there's a court date. And if you don't show up to court, then they come get you and throw you in jail. That's what they do over there. So I was trying to call them. I did get a hold of them. I called them several times about that ticket. Here, that dumb little rookie motherfucker didn't even turn a ticket in for me. Because they got to wait till the cops turn their paperwork in order to tell you how much you owe on the ticket. So they threw it out. They're like, we don't have any proof of him pulling you over. The only word of it is you telling us that you were pulled over. And they're like, I talked to the judge on the phone. He's like, don't worry about it, man. He says, just go about your business. He said, just be careful out there. Quit speeding. I was like, yeah, you tell me to quit speeding when everybody around you is going 110. And you're trying to fucking not get ran over. They'll drive like they're fucking insane over there. But all the other tickets were on my way home from Mount Storm up there. So I was traveling, and it was all Maryland cops. But the other time I got pulled over coming from Morgantown, when I ran my Monte Carlo over there, I had an 05 silver and blue Monte Carlo. It was a pretty son of a bitch. Loved that car. I still got the seats to it. The rest of it's smashed into a cube at the junkyard, so it's not functional anymore. I basically ran the wheels off the car. But I would come down Cheat Mountain, and it was a straight shot on the one side. There were some turns in, but they weren't sharp turns. I could kick that baby in neutral and just drift her down through there, and I'd be going 95 by the time I hit the bottom. I'd slap her back in gear and mash on it up the next hill. Well, I was coming down that hill one day. West Virginia State Trooper seen me, pulled right through the median to come get me. I just pulled off the road and sat there and waited on him. He come up to me. I pulled over as far off the road as I could get. He come on the other side of the guardrails on my passenger side. I put the window down. He says, I'm not even going to tell you how fast you're going. He goes, pretty goddamn fast. He says, what we're going to do here, he cut me a brake. Cut it back to 70, what was it? 75 and a 70 or something like that. It's a 70 mile an hour speed limit. It was 75 and a 70. And he did that so I wouldn't get no points. But that was after I had the 8 points. 'Cause when you get those in Maryland, when you get a ticket and you get points, the points come off every year. The points will come off from when you get them. If you don't have any other offenses. Because if you have other offenses, they stay on there. So I stayed clean for like so many years, and they came off. Meanwhile, the Motor Vehicle Administration of Maryland sent me a warning in the mail every fucking day while I had those points, and told me, you have this many points on your license. You need to slow your ass down, or maybe surrender your CDL, because they just love it when you have to squirm for that CDL. They love it. And I wasn't loving it, so I slowed my ass down. I left earlier, drove the speed limit. everything worked out. So, anyhow, everybody, I'm done running my fucking lips here tonight, bringing you this boring fucking video that's probably not going to get hardly any fucking views anyway. So, I'll catch you all on the next one. I might have one this weekend. I don't know yet. So, good night, everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe, maybe. It's up to you. See you on the next one.